Yeah, baby! Value, Impact, ProfitCast Live. Delighted, excited, and ignited. And today, we're in for a real treat. We're going to have a blast today. If you are at all interested in finding out more about how you can leverage your business by doing events, you are in the right place at the right time. Value, Impact, ProfitCast. Here we go. I am deeply and profoundly honored to have in our presence, ladies and gentlemen, the lovely, the talented Andrea. She is here all the way from El Salvador. And we are so excited. And you're in the events industry. Make sure you go ahead and turn on your mic, your phone there for us so we can hear you. But do us a favor, for those uninitiated, those who've been living under a rock, tell us a little bit about Anna and why we want to listen to you for the next 15 to 30 minutes, give or take, right?
Thank you, Dean, for having me. My name is Andrea, like Dean said, and I am actually from El Salvador. I just don't only live here. And I've been producing in-person events since 2008, 2009. And then I transitioned into virtual summits and producing virtual events in 2019. So I might have a baby face, but don't be fooled by this pretty face. The years of experience that I have. And I've won awards and the university at the events. And I've been doing my own events as well because I was tired of waiting for the call, for the message. We've been talking about this, right, Dean? Waiting for somebody to call me to be on their stage. I was like, heck no, I'll build my own. And I did one here in El Salvador, and I was in the newspaper and everything. So maybe I have a little experience.
Right? Maybe just a little bit. So why digital events versus any other business model on the planet? Talk to us a little bit about that. I know you're passionate, so go on, wind her up and let her go.
I'm a nerd. I love technology. Again, don't be fooled by this pretty thing.
Yeah.
I can spend hours in the computer since I was a kid. And I saw the potential because I've been working with a lot of American and Canadians, and I love my Americans, I love my Canadians, but they are short-sighted. You guys are short-sighted.
Okay,
you need to open, I'm sorry, you have to open the eyes to the whole world, and that's what digital and virtual do. They connect you with people around the world that need you, that need your message, that cannot travel to you because of whatever reason. Right. There's like a gazillion reasons why they can't travel, not only the current situation, right? And all these people craving and needing your message, like I was craving meeting Tony Robbins, for example. Like sure. I would have never ever known about him if in the GoPro event they wouldn't have a virtual option. I wouldn't have been able to receive that messaging and change my life, because events have changed my life and have made such an impact in my life and in my colleagues' lives that it was just a no-brainer. Because even though I'm not really there yet with the virtual reality, we can't do anything about it, guys. It's coming, and either we jump in the first wave or we're gonna jump in late, because it's gonna happen for everybody.
Yep. We like to say it is not the new economy. It is not the new revolution and evolution. It is the now economy, the now revolution, evolution. Listen, we are here. We've been here for years, and this digital thing has been around for well more than for decades. We've been doing it and supporting people for almost 20 years, one way, shape, form, or another, in a digital workspace. And so, Zoom 24 months ago was little more than a children's PBS television program. Now it is a verb in the marketplace. It is like Coca-Cola, Kleenex, Google. You don't search for things, you Google things. You don't go to meeting, which by the way was there long before. You Zoom. Even though we're on StreamYard, yeah, hey, let's get together and do a quick Zoom, right? And what we mean is let's just get together online in a digital workspace. So it's really cool. So talk to us a little bit about, a couple of things. One is I want you to talk to us a little bit about what's the good, better, and best practices, and where can people find out more? And I'm going to put up a little URL, Irresistible Marketing Lab, where you can get some chocolatey goodness from Anna. And but tell us a little bit about your thoughts on what are some of the good, better, and best practices, and why it is a must that people need to do this digital workplace called online.
Oh, okay. So, you were saying that virtual events and digital have been around for decades, and that's 100% true. I remember when I went to the Magic Kingdom when I was a kid, and we went into General Electric's Carousel of Innovation. Walt Disney dreamed about this, and I knew it was going to happen because I mean, Walt, right? His imagination. So, I've noticed a transition, and I'm so excited. Like I'm the event industry haven't had this revolution of innovation in decades.
Right.
So before virtual, what it meant was to put in a camera and let other people join to the show. So like if we were watching a TV show, we had no interaction. We had no say in things. We had no way to chat with people, no way to connect with them. We were a fly on the wall for the longest time until the pandemic hit. Thank you, Jesus. I know. It cost a lot of bad
preach
things.
it, girlfriend. Preach it. Bring it home.
It cost a lot of bad things. And I know that it's horrible, everything that's going on. But we need to put our feet in the ground and say, how can I impact my community so we can help the rest of the community? And what happened with virtual is that it forced in-person events to shut down, and it enforced innovation. And what that did to virtual events is it transformed the way we create them. And now just being a fly in the wall is not enough. It's not enough. And some actually have missed the mark on 2020 and 2021 trying to do virtual events, trying to do it one-sided, and it's not. So that's one of the worst practices I've seen, trying to do a glorified webinar and having a little chat and calling it a virtual event. No, sir. No. Don't come at me.
Come on.
No. An event is a show. An event is a production. And it's not just a Zoom meeting. It's not just a webinar. It's not just a masterclass. It is something that we create together. It's an experience that we do with everybody that's attending, not just the speakers, not just the hosts. And that takes me to we need to create an experience that is irresistible for every single person that participates. I love those hands, right?
I love it.
Yeah. So it's so important because everybody is going through this experience, and whatever that comes out of their mouth, it's going to be the first impression they get. And we know how important first impressions are, right? So when we do a virtual event the right way, what happens is that we help people connect, communicate, and build community, which is at the end of the day what events are about.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
100 million% if that were mathematically possible. Absolutely agree. So let's if you can share some tips or strategies for the everyday average person. Maybe they know how to get on Zoom. Maybe they've never hosted an event. They're afraid of air quotes Zoom fatigue. And I know you probably have something to say about that as I do. It's like, it ain't no thing. It's just boring meetings, just boring events.
Ever got bored of binging good movies all day long?
Right. Correct. That's
If
right.
it's a good series, if it's a good sitcom, what happens? We binge watch 16 hours straight.
Correct.
And who's tired?
Right. That's right. That's right. That's exactly right.
Nobody. So if your virtual events are getting the feedback that people are getting tired and fatigued,
Yeah.
pay attention to what's boring. What Dean said, what's boring. Maybe you need to hire Dean so he can come and MC.
Yep, you can have a great time. Just make it. We have a 100% snore no more, no dose guarantee.
I love that.
Yeah, come on now. Because, hey, listen, boring meetings is a clinical definition of Zoom fatigue. That's right. So, but just don't be boring. Don't stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Don't be boring.
Don't be like your boss. I'm sorry.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly.
Not
So, what are some hands-on strategies for that person who's experienced that? What can we do, like starting right now, to make it more interesting or more engaging, more well produced, or all that?
I'm gonna give you a simple tip. Find someone that, if you're not good at this, get somebody to help you put on a playlist. Music will change everything. Right. You don't need to be funny like us because we're hilarious, but that's point blank. Not everybody's funny like us. Probably we use humor a lot to cope. So don't, guys, don't think we're perfect. But music will change the atmosphere of everything. Music will change the atmosphere. I would say go back and see what you're going to deliver during the event and see where you can help people connect with each other. Right. What kind? Look at the questions you're asking. Could you ask better questions? Because questions can make the difference. 100%. And leadership, show leadership, create some games, tell people what to do. I know that personally, I hate being told what to do, but I love telling people what to do. Yeah. It's an oxymoron. It's like buying, right? We love buying, but we hate being sold to.
Correct.
It's the same catch-22 when it comes to creating an experience. Yeah. So check out that agenda. See what type of music. By the afternoon, their energy is dropping by. So do a little investigation on human biology and human behavior. And know that there are times where you're going to have to rise up that energy. Like Tony Robbins says, come on, emotion, energy in motion. Tell people to stand up. Tell people to comment. Tell people to jump. Tell people to come on camera. If you need to bully them, I do not agree with bullying. It's depends,
right?
Because the Latinos, if we're not bullying you, we don't love you. So, but I've been bullied really bad when I was growing up too. So it's like I have with it. Yep. But some people need it. Some people need the pushing and the bullying. Like, hey, we're gonna kick you out. You're not gonna be able to participate, even though you paid for this, if you do not show up on camera.
Yep. And there is a difference between leadership, leading somebody to excitement, leading somebody through a sales process, leading somebody to their best and highest from an event and a live digital event standpoint. And that has nothing to do with bullying. I mean, if we have the cure for cancer in your events, in your life, in your business, in your relationships, in your marketing, and every aspect, how selfish would we have to be not to say, listen, here's what you need to do. I want to give you the best so you'll have the best experience and outcome. Participate, play full on, comment, stay on camera, raise your hand.
Turn off this little thing.
That's right.
Turn it off.
Exactly right. So just leave them.
Yeah, and tell everybody that you're participating in an event. If you're hosting the event, make sure everybody freaking knows so that they leave you alone and they're quiet. And if you're being a speaker, also make sure you tell everybody that it's a home, because we've had speakers at in some events that I've helped produce that they might have the blurry background or they might have something on, but we know that something's going on behind them because there's a lot of fussing.
Yep.
So all these little things that you could be tweaking, and if you feel uncomfortable on camera, Start doing lives. Go join, start with Clubhouse if you're super afraid to start to speak up with your mic, and then comment on camera if you want to take it slow. But in I like to throw people in water and tell them, okay, swim now. Do it.
Come on now.
Come on now, like they did when you were a kid, right? Like they threw you in the pool. Okay, so like that. Don't try to do the baby steps too baby.
Right.
Like try to like jump. If you need peer pressure, join a boot camp that 30-day reels. Like Shalene Johnson does that every once in a while. There's other coaches that are social media coaches that do that, right? Like boot camps that are more than 7 days, 14-day live boot camp. Right. Every day you go live every day and you do something different and something funny and something that has nothing to do with your business, just to get in the practice of being in front of the camera, because it's different. And another tip, talk to the camera as if you're talking to your best friend. One person. There's not a whole crowd. Unless you're on the virtual event and you have everybody there and everybody in the camera, then you use plural. If you're doing social media, use singular.
Right. Yep. I love that. And one of the things we like to talk about too is, remember, our language matters. For instance, when you talk to people. This is social engagement, and have that, even to the degree that we don't call our events virtual, because if you look at the dictionary, it says virtual is fake, not real, where this is very real. Like, check your pulse. Everybody reach up, check your carotid. If you feel a pulse, you're real, you're live. So it's a live.
Maybe I'm not live.
Come on now. It's a live digital event. Now, even if you're watching it, you're just watching a recording of a live digital event. So be real, be live, make mistakes, show up, listen, this was not scripted. This was not planned. This was not where we just said, hey, I love your energy. I love what you do. I love your heart for others. I love the way you serve. I love your excitement. Let's just get together and let's have a conversation for a few minutes about live and digital events. So talk to us a little bit. And then I know you have a challenge coming up and we're going to put that up too, but talk to us a little bit about, like Irresistible Marketing Lab and how that applies and how people can learn more systems, tools, and strategies to become better at live events and connecting with people in this digital workspace.
Okay, so Irresistible Marketing Lab was born because I've always wanted to have an events agency that takes care of everything. So you just show up and all you have to do is the tasks we tell you to do, because yes, you have to do a lot, some work. Okay. That's not just showing up, but I created why lab, because marketing is science. We have to practice. People tell me, Anna, is this going to work? I don't know. Test it. Always testing. Right. So also because virtual events are the same, right? We're testing what works with our audience, because it's not the same as in person. Also because marketing events is not, it's part of the marketing umbrella. So that's where it was born from. And then I had this epiphany with my branding coach about the irresistibility of things, because we were talking about the irresistible offer. And it came to us that in order to have a transformational experience and for people to keep coming back to that event. So there's an event that's called Live the Dream that we're begging the owners of this company to do it again. That's how bad people want it. They want the event, because it's so irresistible that we are craving it. And it has been 3 years since they haven't done one. And we're like, we want it now. We're on strike or something. We're going to go crazy like a mob, right? Because that event, it's called Live the Dream. It literally helped us with our dream. So when you are creating events, they have, in my mind, they have to be irresistible, not only to your heart, but so that you tell everybody. And then you're like, oh my God, I went here, blah, blah, blah. And I keep using the props. And I actually have a bracelet from that event still. So here's the proof. See?
Right.
If you create these things for people and they are anchors, like this one has a phrase, it says an I am phrase, I am getting better and better. it anchors me and it reminds me that every day I am getting better and better, that I should, give myself grace and be that, so it depends on your event. You can create that type of impact. And that's where it was born, because I'm obsessed with creating experiences. I'm obsessed with turning a blank room into a whole experience, into something that, you enter, it's completely different. And it comes from my obsession with growing up with Disney. I think it's Walt's fault. Like,
yeah, it's all Walt's fault.
went,
It is all Walt's fault. Go on.
it's all Walt's fault, man. It's like
that's a new wristband. It's Walt's. It's all Walt
Disney's fault.
Yeah.
We will sell out. We would sell out.
Yes, we would.
But yeah, like, he opened my imagination box, even though now I don't agree with the stories and whatever. But he opened my imagination, and like I love bringing it in, and virtually we can create something similar, not exactly the same, but what I love about it is that it could be so raw that you don't even need things at all. You don't need props. You don't need all these gadgets that they send, right? Like, you can send the fire emoji or whatever, right? You can send bottles or whatever. Like, even without the swag, we can create an impact.
That's right.
That transforms lives. And I don't know about you, Dean, but I kept going on this business, not because of the money, but because of the messages I got from people telling me that whatever I said changed their lives.
Right.
It was like, whoa, this is better than cocaine. Thanks.
Right. Come on now.
Thanks.
Yeah. And it's all part. It's not. And by the way, it's not just in this digital space, like you were talking about. And I've got a resource for when we get done here. I will share with you how you can send out your entire swag box customized for each and every individual. So yours says Anna, mine says Dean.
I love
everybody
that.
else. Isn't that awesome? And it's all done for you. It's very cool. We'll share that with you sometime.
Oh, yeah.
We'll come back and talk about swag and how to make.
That's another topic for like
hours. Yeah. We call it a wow box, and it's because people go
wow
like that. Wow, right?
Yeah.
So online, offline, it's all part of the experience. We are all that's right. We are all CEOs of our events, chief experience officers, and it is our job to create a memorable experience that people will remember. As Maya Angelou, of course, is famous for saying, it's not what you say, it's not what you do, it's how you make people feel. It's the experience they will remember for the rest of their life, good, bad, or indifferent. Hence that Zoom fatigue thing. If you bore people, that's an experience.
Oh, yes. Oh, I was talking. Oh, I don't know if you know him, Bill Dolan. We were talking about this and what do you want people to feel after the event? Do you want them to go like, or what do you want to feel after the event? You want to feel like, finally, I got this done. And you're like that? Or do you want to say, yes, got it done, finally, right?
Yeah.
See how the commas and the accent, the accent is different? Yep. It's the same phrase, but different, right? So you have to come into that like maybe agreement on your mind and your heart, what you want to feel. What do you want to feel? What does everybody else wants to feel? And that's why the Irresistible Marketing Lab is an agency that covers everything and helps you discover this. Yeah. And if digital is not your option, if digital first is not your option, we also have retreats and luxury retreats that we do here in El Salvador. And we're going to start doing them in Quintana Roo. Like, depends on your audience and everything. Like we'd like to curate for the client's needs.
Right. Yeah. Very cool. Hey, you have a really cool, fun challenge come up. This is where people will literally partner with you for a series of days. I'm gonna let you tell about it, and they will actually get things done. And it's super, super pricey. You have to invest all the T4 investments, your time, your talent, your treasure, your trust. You have to invest, you have to step up. But the capital investment is what? Saro. It is
$0 and 0 Bitcoin.
Yeah. Talk to us about this. Talk about it. Fill up your virtualevents.com. Check it out and then join it. Talk to us a little bit about this. This is too good.
So This is an intense challenge, so do not expect fluff. With me, as always, the meat and the potatoes. We're going to go through your value ladder, see where events and digital events or virtual events fit in, your marketing plan for it, because it's so important. People ask me, Anna, can we do this in 6 weeks? Yes, we can. Can your marketing start tomorrow? No, right? It's like, so we need time for our marketing. So we're going to figure that out. I'm going to go over my irresistible virtual events formula that I have here in my planner. And we're going to talk about automating your communication and your messages and how that can help you get more attendance rates and close more deals. And also, we're going to talk about how you can get registrations without getting, paid ads. So we're going to be talking about refer a friend and affiliate programs, how we can use them. So basically, it's a whole course and a whole program in 7 days. So
Wow.
it's kind of intense, but we're going to figure out all the holes, because I've been listening a lot of whining about, oh, Anna, people are not showing up. Anna, people are not opening my emails. Anna, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, let's review what you have. Let's tweak it. Let's add my formula. Let's add the 3 G's of fun. I call them 3 G's of fun, which are giveaways, gifts, and games. We're going to talk about how to add those, and omni-channel communication. 3 days intense on the omni-channel communications, and by the 3rd day, you're going to be able to do a chatbot in Messenger. I'm like, show you my screen and everything. And if you get the VIP, I bring you on Zoom, and I let you share your screen, and you let me take over, and I'll fix your mistakes.
Right.
So like a workshop style challenge. So
Awesome.
Do save an hour and a half every day, because we will take some time.
Right.
But I promise that by the end, you're going to have a whole map of what you need to do and how to make it fun, how to make it engaging, how to make it irresistible, and have automated communication, which is, one of my passions.
That is awesome. That is so cool. I love it. So fill up your virtual events, 7-day challenge. And, hey, it's free to register, costly to miss. If you're even thinking about adding digital events to your calendar of success solutions for your business, for your practice, for your every aspect, whether it's just in office or supporting charitable cause groups or working with your church organization, you need to understand how to make your events way more interesting and fun and exciting and engaging, guaranteed, or you will miss out. Because the worst thing you can do is bore people to no thank you. No, thank you. Not here, not in this place, yo.
Not with us. No, not on my watch.
That's right. Exactly. Closing thoughts today. Thank you so much for joining us. Closing thoughts. And once again, I'll
thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much for having me, Dan. It's been really fun. I just want to I want to say something. Like, I know I've been hearing it a lot, and I know that some people, when they think the word events, they just think of the idea of doing an event. They get overwhelmed, right. They get anxiety, they get hives, they maybe regress back to failures. And I want to encourage you to try again. That events are not that difficult. I promise you that the beginning, yes, the core decisions, sure. This is why I created a planner. You could get the planner on Amazon. There's others there too. There's books everywhere. But all you have to do is make the core decisions, decide that you're going to do it, put a date on it, make all the core decisions, and run with it. But get some help. So if it gives you so much anxiety, but you know that you have to do it because you understand the value, the power, and the importance of doing an event for your community, then get some support that will give you peace of mind. And don't go cheap, because cheap goes like it's expensive at the end. I'll tell you my molar story, my root canal story one day.
Right.
I paid a $300 root canal doctor, and now I have to get an implant. Okay. That's going to cost me thousands.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. Now quality is not expensive.
No.
It's priceless.
Priceless. Exactly.
So, and if you want some help, fill up your virtualevents.com. Fill up your virtual events. Join the free challenge. Once again, free to join, costly to miss. So, man, I am just so thankful. Thank you very much for joining us today. Dean Hankey, Anna, Andrea, delighted and excited to have you here with us. And questions, thoughts, ideas, epiphanies, please feel free to let us know how we can serve, support, and encourage you. Do your own digital events, make the magic happen, serve more people, make more money, have more impact, generate more impact and income doing what you love. Thanks so much. Have an awesome, super sparkly and spectacular day.